taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Down, here comes this offense. On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Thomas back to pass. He's got it. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Leaves it with the running back. At the 15, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Going with the ground game left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The play-action fake. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Set for a first down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, North Carolina 0.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. Got enough for the first down. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The toss to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Jones. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Snaps it in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Thomas back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, going up top. Going up top. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run the toss. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Thomas looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's going to pass on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. This is great news coming up for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll take it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona State 14, North Carolina 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch.
He's loose. He's at the 40. At the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arizona State 21, North Carolina.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Thomas back to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On the return, it's Jones. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona State 21, North Carolina 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense with the scoop and score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer bust off.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. pulled down for the tackle.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick throw in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how bad.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Thomas looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And after the interception, the nifty return. Inside the 45-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Check, check.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air, it's Tucker. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Arizona State.
The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Number 20. Catch and score.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. To the air, it's Tucker. It's complete on the right side. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Carolina, 22. Number 11, set to kick it away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now on the move. Discards a man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just make sure you...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue down.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Got it.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Arizona State.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.